And we're back.
We're back.
We have HTown legend in the making, DJ Reeks from the Waxaholics today.
What up?
Woo! We are so excited. You are our first guest. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be y'all's first guest. Oh my God.
Y'all, I tell Reeks all the time, I know this is kind of stupid, but I say stupid shit. I say, hey, if I die and you're still alive, you're going to DJ at my funeral.
That's dope.
Yes, like I just don't see myself getting married, not being a part of the Heaux Bag, but I can see myself dying one day in like unfortunate situation, and Reeks just like making everybody happy again. So because he always just gets the party jumping, like anything he has his name on, I try to attend just because it's always a good time.
Thank you.
For sure.
Anything with Wax. So let's talk about you,
right.
Waxaholics. How did that come about? What's y'all's claim to fame?
Man, Waxaholics was started with just an idea. I wanted to bring my old records out, and I was wanted to have my own name, my own establishment, you know, something that was totally me. Mm-hmm. And that was the first thing that I came up with that was like, this is mine. So I was throwing parties before then, but, you know, I had this Thursday night conglomerate that I wanted to put together. I went to Dallas and came up with this idea when I came home and then started it. Yeah, so it just started with me just on Thursday nights, and then it grew to, you know, the 9-10 of us now.
Dang,
Where did it start on Thursday nights?
Yeah. It was at Double Cross Lounge on Gray and Bagby. Right there in Midtown. It was in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard of you until like Alley Cat era.
Oh, okay.
Same.
You're right. Yeah, we went through a little transition. You know, I was at Double Cross for like 3 years. And then we were at Fox Hollow for like maybe 6 months, 8 months.
Good times.
And then I found Alley Cat. I've been there like the last 5 years. Of course, not the last year, but
yeah, pandemic.
Yeah.
What pandemic?
So.
I think that's the first time I ever heard of you was Fox Hollow, and I was like, this shit is so dope.
Sunday?
Like, yes.
Yeah,
the drummer was in there, man.
Yeah,
I miss Fox Hollow.
We were talking about that last night. I missed that, man.
The whole era, like, I had my whole ritual of what I used to do on Sundays. Like, I would go to, I want to say, before Turkey Leg Hut became what it is now,
right.
like.
When it was on Washington?
Mm-hmm. When it was in the Caddy Shack.
No. I didn't go to Turkey Leg Hut until it was still on Alameda, but it was so hot in there, it felt like I was eating a laundromat. Like, it was before all of this. So, yeah, I would go to Turkey Leg Hut first, then I would go to 5015. Y'all would be in there.
Yes,
then I would go to Fox Hollow, and then, man, that shit was
I used to go to Social Junkie, then Fox Hollow.
Social Junkie, too. Sometimes.
Yeah. That was a time.
It was a time to be alive. I will say that. Before we get too far gone, I want to, in the conversation, I do have a game. Now, this game, it's called HTown Streets. This is the episode called HTown Streets. So, you can't come to Houston and live here and call yourself a resident and not know the Mo City Don freestyle.
Right.
Now, some of y'all fake it, but we're going to figure out the funk today. And so the rules are, I'm going to say a line, you say a line. We're going to keep going. Whoever mess up first got to take a shot of Hennessy. So,
Lord.
I'm going to just tell you right now.
Next question.
I play these songs, but
you be one of these?
Know, man, watermelon. I do not know. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be messing up because I don't know the
Are
words.
you from Houston?
So I've been here my whole life. I was not born here, though. I was born in West Palm Beach.
But that's where the chillness comes from, I guess.
Right. But, you know, my parents are from Guyana. You know, my family, I was first born American.
Okay.
So, I mean, I am a Houstonian, but as
you don't know Mo City Don?
Full-blown Houstonian, I'm sorry to say.
We finna pull your card today.
Hey, look.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get the ball rolling. I'm going to start. Slow out and bang it all in my trunk. God damn it. You want the red
what?
One? The red, what you want?
Damn. Come on. Let him get a look.
Why you let me start?
That's
let
cool,
too. How come
you want to let the guest
How
start?
come I couldn't start with slow, loud, and banging? Like, I know that part.
Hey, y'all, he got Pepsi. He got Pepsi in his shot glass. Y'all ain't know it.
First of all.
But we calling him out.
I know this is not Pepsi. Golly. All right, hey, it's a Saturday morning to the whole
Saturday morning.
Yes.
Woo.
I cannot believe this. Hey, Houston, please do not be mad at me because I will learn this song the next time I come back.
Damn.
I know, man.
You know what? When I first got to Houston, the first place I ever went to was Metropolis, and I was looking around and I was like, "Damn, everybody know this song." I made it my mission to learn this motherfucker. I'm in the house.
I mean, I hear it. I just can't recite it. I apologize.
It's okay. Woo! Yikes.
So you're gonna go to the next line?
Start again.
Slow, loud, bang, and all.
Oh no, you got that one. Trunk full of funk. I ain't never been a punk.
Nah. See, I know it.
But you ain't.
I couldn't think of it.
You sing it with the song.
Right.
I got you.
I'm a soldier. Right.
Out this bitch in the rich mofo.
Yeah.
Not no bitch still ain't a hoe.
Yes, right.
I'm not even gonna do that to him again.
Yeah, I mean, no, I will play your game exactly how you like it. Until we get to like the very end is when
Yeah.
Where's my what's my part where I normally cut it off at?
Oh, to let the crowd sing it?
Yeah. I can't get that far.
Fuck it, we're not gonna make it because
if you have any Kanye songs you want to sing, I got you.
Kanye is not from Houston.
He's not Houston, yeah.
You don't need to know a Kanye song to not get roasted in Houston.
What do I know? Let me see.
that's Houston based.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know a lot of Screw freestyles. Amazingly.
So who's your favorite Houston rapper? I guess then.
My favorite Houston rapper? I mean, come on. It would have to be Toby Nwigwe.
Yes.
You guys just got off tour.
Yes.
Like, how was that?
Shout out
That's
to you.
amazing.
Oh, amazing.
Shout out to Toby.
Yes, amazing. Yeah, man. Tour life is so much fun. I will say how much fun I had being a single man on tour with family people. So everybody got kids on the bus.
Yeah,
and they're doing all kind of, after the show, they breastfeeding and whatever, and trying to find food, and I'm trying to find the club. Right? I'm like, hey, I'm about to go DJ for a little while. I'll be back. They're like, we'll be back by 1.
Network.
Look, the bus be about to pull off. Here I come running. I'm like, hey, dog, come on, man. Like, y'all don't leave me. Like the rules for me on the bus are no hoes on the bus.
Mm-hmm. They gave those rules to you?
Only me.
They gave those rules to you?
Just to me.
because it's a family thing, probably.
I mean,
it makes
you're a
sense.
respectable man, though. Like,
I don't do that. I'm not. On tour, I was very focused.
Well, shit. I guess I want to go ahead and ask this next question. How does being a socialite and a DJ on tour, how does that affect your love life?
What love life?
Oh man. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Okay.
Yeah. So it does be okay. I'll say this. Early on I had a hard time with it as I was coming into my own and then understanding what I could get, and I was being greedy. Right? Now I've kind of, chilled out a little bit. Man, if one of my friends was watching this, he would say you a mother and liar. But
you can curse on here.
But I know, but I just I'm just trying to be easy.
Shit, fuck, damn, bitch. I say that.
Right, I know.
We know.
My mom might be watching.
I'm so sorry.
We sorry, Mama.
No, she my mom cursed more than me.
Okay.
But no, I mean, having to be able to kind of curve your what you can get so that you can maintain. Excuse me, what's important, man? That hen dog.
Scream it out.
Burn my chest. You know what I'm saying? So, right, just for fun. Let me get one more. Yeah, so like, yes, it does affect it because there's constant things. So you have to know how to handle it.
Yeah.
So the maturity is a level needs to be there. Clear communication needs to be there. You need to be able to be an adult and be like, hey, all right, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna be in a relationship. I've had mess, and I don't want mess anymore. So
I can only imagine Houston mess is a whole nother mess.
Man, look, 40 is actually more mess. Like
really?
I've been in less mess when I was in my 30s.
Damn.
Like now it's it's like, man,
I can see that. miserable old hoes.
But I mean, you can.
I can see.
But I mean, you could still date younger women, so I would feel like you wouldn't have to put up with old bitches, bitter bitches.
Oh yeah, I've never put up with old nothing.
You never had a cougar?
No.
Oh damn.
At 40, I don't think a 40-year-old man will want like a.
I'm talking about when he was like 21.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
when I was when I was young,
but
I was
40,
dating
you like a
older
60-year-old.
No, when I was younger, I was dating
Right.
older girls. Like I was 21, 22. I might have been messing with girls that were like 28, 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I just got older and then stayed right in there in that 26 to 30, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, I think it's just because that's just when I'm around, you know? I don't really like go out a lot, but you know, I just meet people out where I'm DJing or in the vicinity of places that I'm working, and that's just the age. You know,
I think I've stood next to you, and it'll be people that'll come up to you, and you be like, "Oh my God, you know what's up?" They come to you like that, and you give them a hug, and then you turn back to me, and you be like, "I don't know who the hell that was," but every time I'm out, they speak, and I be like, "Yo, yeah, what's up?"
Yo, man.
But I'm sure that happens a lot.
I do not do that. Why would you say that?
We do
it all the time.
Is this
like
on
somebody
video?
I'll be like, Toy, where we know her from? Like we just go through Instagram real quick, try to find it.
That. Hey, I know everybody. I know everyone.
I can say Reeks
you know
never
of
had
everybody.
a dickhead mentality, or like he's never come off as an asshole. Because I know you do get a lot of people Sunday Funday 50-15 all the play Trez. Like you gotta be overwhelmed with people, and you never just make anybody feel like.
But at least you speak. So
I try to speak to everybody. I do have like resting bitch face sometimes.
Do you?
While I'm DJing, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look like.
Right. I'm like, I'm playing swag surfing. I'm like, yo, really? You know, like, come on, man. I can't make you do this. Like, you got to do it yourself. Like,
right.
You want me to help you? Like, no, I'm just playing the music.
So how do you feel about people walking up asking for like you to play a certain song?
Man, contrary to belief, I like it. I like when people come talk to me. Y'all know me, so you know I'm not behind the booth a lot. I'm like always trying to run around. So I will put on Mo City Dawn because it's long and I can walk around and talk to people and then come back. You know, so. You know, I'm not one of those DJs that's just like, oh my God, get away from me. I'm mixing. Like, I'm like, yeah, talk to me while I'm spinning. Like, I love it. I can do 2, 3, 4 things at the same time. So I can talk, I can drink, I can mix, I can do everything. At Trez, I be making drinks in between songs.
I've seen that before.
For people, yeah. I mean, it's fun to me being more interactive with the crowd and, you know, just kind of giving people a different experience that they might not get from another DJ, you know, that just sits in the corner and, you know, scratching all day or whatever.
You know, you definitely don't get a Waxaholics experience from anybody else. Like, y'all.
What you mean?
Hell, I've been around. I was just finna say, when it comes to the Waxaholics, like, you guys have your own vibe that literally I would go anywhere. Any one of y'all. Well, you and Obi are my 2 favorite DJs. Obi will fucking leave the booth. You see him dancing and shit, battling people. I'm like, man, this is so dope. Like, y'all have a whole vibe with y'all. Like,
we had, man, Obi on Sundays. We used to have fun. I would let him close Sundays back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I would really get a chance to like hang out when we were at 50-15. So, you know,
I miss the old 50-15.
I miss Alley Cat. Y'all used
I miss
to take
Alley
over
Cat too.
every different room,
Yes.
being there just spinning. Like,
oh man, my
gosh.
vision for Alley Cat was like to have this thing of all 3 rooms with different music.
Yeah.
And I walk around there and be mad. I'll go to the front. I'm like, why y'all playing the same music we're playing? You know, you need to play something different. Like, we want a different vibe in every room. So on Thursdays, the front room would either be reggae or R&B. The back, we're playing hip hop, and then whatever else we do. And then upstairs is house music.
Man, wish we
So,
could.
you know, everybody's just rotating, smoking hookah,
feel real cultured
smoking other things outside, you know.
I used to go and look at everybody's tennis shoes. Like, that was the place to wear your dopest fucking sneakers.
Oh,
period.
Man. The best thing about Alley Cat, I'm walking around while my guys are DJing, and I see people, you know, most of the time I see women, they're all dressed up, you know, they're maybe looking for.
I like the chill vibe.
Yes.
Of it.
Well, right.
Yeah.
And so if you've never been there, you don't know.
Right.
But I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, you know, in so many words, you're probably looking for, you know, a baller to buy you a section or something, but we don't really do that here.
Right.
But there's this place around the corner, if that's what you want.
Somebody that before?
Man, I say that all the time. I have no problem with letting people know what we are and what we're not.
Right.
And so I'm like, hey, but, you know, down the street, those guys and what you want is probably there, you know. So yeah, just go over there. But what happens a lot of times is the next week they'll just come back with their Chucks and their J's and jeans, and they're like, oh no, we just didn't get it, but now we get it.
I don't even. Is there even a spot to buy a section in?
No.
Yeah, it's
There's not a spot to stand in.
Right. I'm like,
right.
I think
No,
when
we
you come
don't.
in,
We
you're
don't
like,
do none
damn,
of
you
that.
barely got a seat.
No, we don't do none of that. No sections, no bottles. Everybody is regular. Everybody who's in there from like, I don't know, Andre Johnson, what's my man, Cole from Martin. I ran into
the mayor, Sylvester,
into
been in there a few times.
Right. I ran into, what's my man's name, his actual name, the dude that played Cole on Martin.
I forgot his name. We know.
Anyway, he would come there a lot. I wasn't aware though that he would come. You know, Alley Cat's big, but it's small.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I'm at the Dime in L.A. Me and Cam Franklin are hanging out, and my boy. Y'all know who Cam is? The Sufferers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Anyway,
Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, Cam's dope as hell.
You can come on too, Cam.
Well, I will put y'all on to her. She's an amazing black woman in Houston.
You know, we love strong black women.
She is the strongest.
Okay, please
black
make that
woman.
connection because we were trying to figure out like what black woman influencer that we could talk to, and we just couldn't think of anybody that there are plenty, but like we couldn't just like pinpoint one person. So yes, we would love to meet this
Cam. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, we're in LA, and Cole walks up. Carl, yes, Carl Anthony Payne. Sorry, Cole. And he walks up and he's talking to us and talking. She knows him, so he's like blah blah blah. And then it's Wednesday. You know, the Dime on Wednesdays in LA is like the place to be. Sanaa Lathan's brother is a DJ there. Okay. It's like super dope. So anyway, we're hanging out and I'm trying to get in because I want to DJ there, you know, on a Wednesday. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll, introduce you. So he introduces me or whatever. And then he's like, yeah, man, he's like, man, I'm flying to Houston tomorrow, man, because I'm going to this dope spot I love on Thursdays called Alley Cat.
Damn.
And I was like, I know, I was like, what? I'm like, oh, my God. I was just like this, and I didn't say anything. And Cam was like, Cam's funny like that. She's like, huh, interesting. Well, guess what? The guy who started that and runs that is this guy. So,
that's dope.
We had
super dope.
Nice conversation, yeah.
So do you, how do you go about just DJing across the nation and then coming home to DJ again, like without burnout? And because we were talking about juggling earlier, so like how do you do that and just keep a positive vibe and just like motivated and you're ambitious? Like how do you keep that energy just flowing?
Yeah, that's really something that is just self-induced.
Because you love it?
Yes.
Okay. Because
I really love it. And even though sometimes lately the music makes it hard because I don't really like a lot of the new stuff.
Oh, but, I didn't think about that.
But that makes me dig for older things to kind of refresh your memory. So I mean, it's easy to play the new songs that everyone loves and hears on the radio all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's a different feeling to hear something that you haven't heard in like a while.
That
and you're like, oh,
music.
damn, I ain't heard that in a minute. Mm-hmm. So right now, if I play, anything from Scary Hours 2, everybody's like, oh my God, I love this. But if I like play like a Curtis Mayfield sample and mix it in with an older Kanye song or some old school, screw jam. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're like, oh man, I remember where I was.
Yep.
The association of music of where you were and what you were doing and how this song made you feel, whether it's bad or sad or happy, that's the best thing about music. And that's what, really just keeps me like on my toes all the time of trying to figure out. Now, a lot of DJs will be like, oh man, don't play the same sets, do this, do that, explore. But after a while, if you're a good DJ, you'll be able to understand what music moves people, So, yes, it's easy to play the new joints and the new hits, but what you're going to do in between that? Like, there's millions of songs.
Right,
absolutely.
Some people just play the same old, like a broken record.
They do.
There's another DJ that I would always go, DJ Mr. Rogers. He's another one that I know would play shit that nobody else in Houston would play, and I appreciate that about DJs like you. Like, that would make me want to go to y'all spots. I know y'all will play Dipset. Y'all will play. I'll be like, I can't wait to go to Sunday Funday. Like, fuck, this shit finna be live.
Oh yeah, man. So I remember one time we had a party and these guys from Saturday Night Live came.
You're just the man.
I forgot his name. Well, man, it's just these specific. And Cam brought them actually.
Okay. Cam, girl, come holler at us.
Yeah, Michael Che and Cypher Sounds. So Cypher is like, oh snap. He's like, y'all playing vinyl in here? And I'm like, yeah. So actually, I'm sorry. I'm just telling this story. I was sick. I wasn't even there. Okay. But I saw the video, or maybe I was out of town. But anyway. And it was like, I've heard this story so many times from so many people. So anyway, so my boy invites Cypher to DJ, and he's spinning, and some girl comes up, and this happens every week. Somebody's like, hey, y'all got any, at the time, Future's popping. They're like, you got any Future? And he kind of looks at her, and he's like, he stops the record and gets on the mic. And, he just never been there before, but he kind of gets it. And he's like, y'all got any Future records, on vinyl? He's like, we ain't playing no effing Future in here. And then he got back to the party. It was amazing. Like, it was the best thing. I have to find that video.
Yeah.
But people come in Alley Cat and they know. They're like, we don't do that. Like, this is not, we don't have any, I don't know, whatever. And now even I was tweeting the other day, I was like, look, in 2021, if your music isn't on vinyl, like it's probably not even popping like that because everybody's putting their music on vinyl.
I don't know much about vinyl records at all. Like
even if you go to Urban Outfitters, I'll be looking through
vinyls. Yeah. But I didn't know. Like I know you can order them, right? But I didn't know like if you weren't on a vinyl track, like you just were trash.
It just sounds better. Everything about vinyl is just.
Oh yeah, man, vinyl is Well, it's back
mature.
now.
It's just
right.
Oh
yeah, absolutely. It fell off for a while. Maybe in 2008, 9, it started like hitting back. Every year it's been growing 20, 30, 40%. And now most artists that are popping, from Toby to Sweetie or whoever, they're gonna have their stuff on vinyl.
I couldn't even see Sweetie on a vine. I just would have never thought to put the two on there, like
eating ramen noodles.
Their record labels, their execs, they know. They know to put their stuff on vinyl. Like it's a novelty item.
Yeah,
it's like the thing right now.
So at your house, do you have like a full wall full of just vinyls?
Oh, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 6 walls.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
I
so do you
aspire
ever
to
just
be
like
like
go
you.
like are they like categorized a certain way?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh yeah. I put my vinyl by genre. I have my own categorization. Like it's not alphabetically in order, but I just kind of have genres that I like over here is R&B, classical, Spanish music. And then I have new or unopened vinyl. Then I have rap, and then I have like R&B, 70s and 80s disco, like mostly all around.
You're a true DJ, like you master your craft.
Yeah,
and
man,
do you
I love
study
it.
Music?
Yeah, man, a lot actually. Just sounds. What is appealing to people, like what kind of sounds people like. What keeps people, you know, intrigued. So, you know, we were able to, back in the day, people would make music that, say for instance, Isaac Hayes, he has an album, you know, Hot Butter Soul, it only has 4 songs on it. They're all maybe 8 to 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes a piece. Like back then, it was like you want to talk about a vibe. Like he was just setting a vibe with that album and just keeping those instrumentals going. Now, you know, songs are like
2
minutes. You be like,
seconds.
God, I'm like, what the, like it kind of annoys me a little bit, you know, because I'm
clickbait.
like, yeah, for sure. And it's, to me, it's like almost just not real. And it, and you know,
because people are trying to have a
right. It's
a
like
moment.
a TikTok song.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Yeah,
know
they're
what
trying
I
to
mean?
get
A
popular
damn
that way.
TikTok
They're not
song.
putting substance out there. They're just
Right.
throwing shit out there, which
Right.
is a whole nother story.
Right. So right. That's, and I know we're not here for that because I can get started, but I won't. Next question.
So I do want to I do want to ask you about entrepreneurship. How did you have the I guess the faith to step out on and not have to go to a corporate job? Like how did
The
Well,
transition.
I was in a corporate job. I was working as an engineer for like 10 years.
Oh wow.
Up until I finished with a bachelor's of science in math in
That's dope. That is.
what, 2007?
Did you go to a HBCU or PWI?
Yeah, Prairie View. Yeah.
You know what? We here for it. We here for it. As long as
Prairie
I see
View.
you.
I normally had my ring on, but I lost it. That's
Damn.
the only- I
Damn,
know.
does Prairie View just make like the best DJs? Cause like all of y'all come out there.
For real.
Right.
DJ Chose,
I
Roger
know,
Reeks,
right?
like all y'all
It's
just
like
come
a
up out
big
there.
party school. You know, it's an amazingly fun fact about me. I only DJ'd one party at Prairie View, and
What?
I only been to 2
Wow.
parties at Prairie View.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
niggas is getting killed going to them damn parties. That's why
I
y'all
straight-
Y'all was
got
kind
I-
of ghetto
yeah.
back in the day.
I was straight.
Y'all doing better though.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, for real.
I was all studying at school. I didn't party at Prairie View.
Dang.
Yeah, but anyway.
So what made you like? Because I'm at this point where I'm like so over corporate America. Like,
Oh yeah. So what happened to me specifically was I did 10 years in engineering. I was doing project management and water waste treatment plants and treatment plants, stuff like that. And then I got laid off. And it's, I mean, you know, corporate America is crazy, and that's another story. Like with me getting laid off, and then me finding out from other people why I actually got laid off, and who knows if it was true or not. But you know, there was just some comments made by a guy that I used to work with that said, "Oh, Rican got let go because he had too many women and too much music."
what?
And I was like, when I heard that, it like kind of sent a chill through my body. I was like, what does that mean? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Not because you're
like
performance.
y'all,
not
yeah,
'cause
like
of-
right. I was like, you know, were y'all like, you know, concerned about what I was doing outside of work? Because you know,
Hating.
I was, you know, my job was very much done, but you know, I was just different from everybody else. So I tried my hardest to fit in with corporate people. You know, I went and bought the clothes and tried to look the part, had my hair cut low. You know, I was talked about cutting my beard and everything. Like there was always something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, man, like what, okay, how do I fit in, you know, with these people? And, you know, I did all of that. And then towards the end, I was just like, you know, I'm over it. But, you know, still doing my work. But anyway, laid off and looked for a job for about 6 months. And I was doing Alley Cat at the time. I was doing Sundays at Fox. I had just started 5015. And I was talking with my dad, and he's like, man, you know, you DJ a few times a week, huh? I was like, yeah, you know, and he's like, you don't think you could do that full time? And you know,
Shout out to Pop.
Right, the support.
Just in my mind, I was like, man, could I? I'm like, you know, I never thought about it. Like I never thought about, you know, the arts and entertainment being a full-time job, especially not in Houston, because we don't have that, you know, that mentality. It's like, all right, that's just a side hustle.
Right.
It's not your main thing. I didn't know any full-time DJs at the moment, at that time, you know, that I was like
What era, like time frame
talking
was
to.
this?
This was like 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I was like, man, technically, I guess I could like get more jobs, more DJ jobs, like, and DJ every day, you know, if I wanted to, right? And so I started picking up stuff, and I stopped looking for a job, and then, you know, I had already had my Waxaholics LLC, and I was like, I guess, man, this is what I'm gonna do.
That is impressive. Yeah. That is motivating.
I was scared, man. Yo, I was like, what is my check? Like, how? You know, the funniest thing though now is not having to worry about money at all and not even thinking about it, because I just know what I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you don't even. It's not even a thought. You know, like to think, oh my God, where's my? You know, yeah, because like every day it's like. This wakes me up every morning.
The fact that you get to work and do what you love is a whole nother feeling. Like that's like such a satisfying feeling, I'm sure.
What like the best feeling in the world. And then, you know, starting with Toby, like this was like a dream, like to go on tour. I'm like 40 years old and like going on tour, like I've never even thought about this, you know.
Man, kudos to you.
But you know what, you did you do the studying behind it. You know what people want. Like you put the work in to not make anybody watch and think that shit just came to you. Like you were putting the work in motion to like, manifesting that shit into reality, and that shit will come to you like if you actually doing what you love and working towards it. Cause
you do make it look so easy and seamless. Like.
But man, like the T word, which I always say, because I don't say it anymore, but it's happens, you know, you're tired every day, right? I used to say that all the time.
That you're tired?
Oh, man, everybody, you know, you're just talking to people randomly, and they're like, what's up, man? How's everything? Oh, man, just tired, bro, just working, bro. You know, and I just stopped saying that. I just put that out of my vocabulary. I'm not going to say this anymore because it just... You are what you say, what you think.
That's true.
And if you're constantly saying that, you know, we have this same mundane conversation all the time with people. So I just stopped, and now I just say T word. You know, like even today I woke up, I'm like, man, I am T word.
You said T. I was like T word, T word, trash. Shit, like what?
Basura. Yeah, you know, but
like gotta be like the old black people. How you? Oh, baby, I'm blessed and how to
say right. See, I don't want to be fake. With that kind of thing. Also, but I don't like indulge. Like if you text me like, Reeks, what's up, man? How you doing? Every time I'm gonna say I'm absolutely amazing.
Right.
I'm fantastic. Even if I'm not. First of all, I ain't got time to tell you all my problems, and it wouldn't help.
And nobody cares
anyway. How you gonna help me?
Nobody gives a damn about your problems. Everybody got problems.
Look in the mirror and get what you got to get done. You help you.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and segue and ask you, because usually we do the whole tip, but because you're our first guest and you just dropped some knowledge on us and like some motivation, what would be your whole tip for the day?
Man, I guess if I'm just going to expound on that, you help you, like I was having this conversation last night with somebody about, you know, they're saying how therapy is good for everybody. And I was like, yeah, that's great. But like I've been my own therapist since I was like 7. Like I understood when I was young that nobody was gonna care or help me besides me. And I've built on that since then.
So you're anti-therapy?
I'm not anti-therapy, but there's just nothing you can tell me that I don't already know.
Self-reflection.
Yes, I'm very self-reflective. I know exactly what I need to do. I know how to do it. You can reiterate, you can try, but I mean, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway.
But you're honest with yourself.
Yeah, I'm totally honest. If I cannot motivate myself to do something, nobody else can do it.
That's true.
You know, so I tell people this all the time. You need to want things for yourself. You need to want to get that job, make that money, get that house, get that car, or whatever. Even though I don't focus on any material things, I think those things will come if you focus on the things that you love. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
All of this.
That's so motivating, because like I'm always bitching. And I'm gonna stop bitching. I'm gonna stop saying the T word when it comes
no
to
shame,
work.
child. Not just playing.
No, that's changed my life, man. I stopped, complaining. Man, even when I was in a relationship, complaining to my boys, I just stopped. I was like, I'm not talking to you about this no more. I'm gonna fix it myself. I know exactly what to do. I give you the same advice that I needed to take myself.
Right.
I just have. You ever talk to yourself? Like I literally.
All the time.
And honestly, I learned this from my ex. She used to talk to herself. She literally talked to herself. And I would like tell her
in the mirror. You know what?
She had no idea that she was doing that.
Oh, I do it
especially when she's like wasted. She's like talking to herself out loud.
Did you think she was crazy?
No, never.
Okay.
No. I don't really call anybody crazy. People just have their own ways of dealing with things.
Did you think it was abnormal?
I thought it was funny. It was the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen in my life. I was playing a joke on her, and I hid under the bed, and she's just running around the house talking to herself. Man, I was rolling. I came out. I was like, yo, you were hilarious. But she was, again, she's been drinking. We have both been drinking.
There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself.
But talking to yourself, if you've never tried it, like literally looking, because some people feel uncomfortable with just looking at themselves in the mirror and being like, hey, what's up with you? Like, what's wrong with you? Or why is it that you cannot do what you need to do? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the problem? You need to wake up at 7 a.m. and go to the gym. Why are you not doing that? Like, a lot of people cannot look at themselves and actually do that.
Right.
Or write themselves little notes and be like, look, you little bitch. You need to go to
For
work.
real.
Stop playing around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody else could do that. Gary Vee or none of these guys can do it. It has to be you. But they bank on you not doing it for yourself so they can make their money.
Advice out there,
bruh, please, come on.
That's what doctors are for, and pharmaceuticals and all that
Look,
shit.
Man,
But,
if you want to waste your money, go ahead.
Yeah.
But if you want to get in yourself and fix yourself, you can. You can do it. Like all the depression and everything that people publicly talk about, I get it, but like start from within. I've had all those kind of bouts, and I've just slowly but surely, start trying to fix myself.
That's dope.
You just dropped a lot on us,
right?
And it's all gonna be taken in. It's very motivating because again, you are the one who controls your life.
Yep.
You're the one who, manifests and put things out there. So, and then talking to yourself, I thought I was crazy because my coworker used to always say, Taylor, she would record me. She's like, do you realize you just had a whole conversation with yourself? Yeah. But it's like how I keep myself in check.
That's dope, man.
But
That's
I'm glad you condone it because it's not abnormal anymore.
It's good for maintaining your happiness. Like you got to be happy first before anybody else.
Facts.
Only like. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can talk to somebody else and realize things about yourself. Mm-hmm. So a therapist can maybe help you, but a therapist doesn't know you, right?
Right.
Maybe some people do need therapy now.
No, for sure. But I mean, but having this conversation with someone sensible in your family that may know you, maybe your mom or your sister, be like, hey, tell me how I am for real. Like, what kind of person am I really? So that I can understand what I be doing.
I think everybody doesn't know how to deliver as well, though. So I think that's where therapy comes in.
They're
like, you're a bitch, now what?
Yeah.
You got to know how to deliver the message.
But if you keep hearing that, if somebody keeps telling
maybe
you...
I am a bitch.
If you keep hearing that your whole life...
Let's expound on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like when people would tell me, man, you got this face, like you're unapproachable at first. Right. Like people would always tell me that. And I'm like, man, I guess maybe I am. Let me try to.
Oh well.
I'll be like, let me try to fix my face. Hey, welcome.
I think you're a fucking sociopath. You're just smiling while you're DJing. Like, what the fuck is this guy on? I know a cokehead when I see one.
But no,
man. Shit funny.
But the whole thing about this is understanding your flaws, then fixing them, getting to your happiness, knowing where your happiness is. Because if someone gets into my life and they take away my happiness, then I'm gonna do everything to push them out to get back.
Absolutely.
You're the
because I can't help you if I'm not happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can't. I'm really bad for somebody if I'm not happy. Like really bad.
And if you have enough like energy to shift my energy, like I don't need you in my life.
No,
like,
bruh, push it out.
Some people will really drain your energy though. So when people realize that, like if you're always a positive person and you start hanging around people, and you have to know you once again to know that you're that positive person. And when you start hanging with certain people and you feel tired all the time when you're around them and drained, they're draining you of your energy. You gotta move the fuck around.
Yep. Set those boundaries. That was what everybody's been talking about on.
Well, what's your whole tip then?
Twitter. I don't have a whole tip. I'm about to quit my job pretty soon
because
I'm
on
Hey, cut that part out.
Let's go.
Going. I'm manifesting that shit. Fuck corporate America. I'm tired of code switching. Like no.
Y'all see her shirt? Zoom in on Taylor's shirt, please.
Yes.
Listen,
Taylor's being very radical today, guys.
I'm a revolutionary. But that's it. Like I don't have no whole tip for today. You gave us a lot of knowledge. I thank you so much. I'm sorry. Before we close out, do you have a whole tip, Katoya?
Yeah, y'all. Fuck that job. Fuck the rent.
Fuck the man.
Fuck the man. Yeah. Just kidding.
Yeah, Moneybag Joe coming through with our money.
Moneybag Joe, Lord.
Hey,
clear my student loans, Moneybag Joe.
I need my $50K gone. You hear me? Bro. You want me to put back into the economy? That's how you gonna get me to like revote for you again. I don't. What the fuck I'm doing?
I was on Twitter and somebody was like, "My stimmy just hit." I was like, "Let me log into my damn Navy Fed." Oh, it's pending? Bet.
That's what's up, man.
I mean, if I could get some money, I ain't gonna be mad. But I would like my student loans gone. That's it. But I don't have any other
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Man, absolutely. This was fun. Thank y'all for having me, man.
We're going to take some more shots.
I was going to say, make sure you learn Mo City Don before you come to
Houston.
Oh,
yeah. Let's forget about that.
Or else y'all going to be taking Hennessy shots.
I'm down. Next time I come back, we'll do another song. I'm trying to think of what I.
Yo, you want to pick the song next time?
No. I mean, yeah.
Well, we can do a Toby song actually because we are talking about we're gonna stay for the Houston.
Right.
So,
Toby, we'd love to meet you. You know, you're invited whenever. Hopefully, check in.
Toby don't come out the house, man. That boy.
Hey, I got an old picture with him and with me and his wife, and I did not know that was his wife. We just sitting at the table talking. I'm gonna post it.
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, is this Toby's wife? It damn sure is. It was some type of African event that we were at. It was really dope. It was maybe like 5 years ago.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna post it. Be on the lookout, y'all.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was at Maria and TJ's wedding, and they were there. We were sitting at the table next to each other. I was like, "That's just a beautiful ass couple."
They
and I was just staring at them. Yeah. Didn't even know who they were until like.
Really?
I didn't know who they were. Like,
wow.
It was
we need
crazy.
more people like them. That is just like a. Representation is everything. So them being natural and just all of that, like especially at this time, it's needed.
No, for sure. Yeah, they push me a lot. Of course, they push me to get married. They're like, find a girl so you can get married.
And he trying to chase the tour bus from the house. Wait for me. Damn.
Oh man, y'all don't even know the scrutiny that I get. Like I get called a hoe just for texting to women.
So this is fitting.
I'm like,
the Heaux Bag.
Oh, bro, yes. Oh man, but I mean they're good examples.
I will say every time I've thought of Reeks, I've always thought of him as a respectable man.
For sure.
I've never seen you like how you know the hoes out in the street. You be like that nigga a hoe.
Sometimes you got some quiet hoes too.
Thank you.
But he's a respectable man. Like
I appreciate
having multiple people doesn't make you a hoe. It just makes you keep your options open, right?
Or does it?
All right, we're gonna close out.
Bye.